At 5:30, the Food and Drug Administration says it will seek stricter regulations of non-smoke tobacco products, including electronic cigarettes. Advocates like the ones at Madison's Vape Fest today say e-cigarettes can be a healthier alternative to traditional smoking, but medical experts say it's just too soon to tell if the products really are safe. Here's News 3's Keely Arthur.
With the rise of electronic cigarettes, more Americans are switching on instead of lighting up.
Which ones? The fives will last longest.
Kevin DeBush, a vendor at Madison's Vape Fest, is one of them.
Tried several times to quit smoking with various, methods, the nicotine patches, the gums, and never really had any success kicking the analogs. Then I found vaping and really, turned things around for me. My lungs are a lot clearer. I have a lot more energy.
Douglas Jornby, the director of clinical studies at the UW Center for Tobacco, points out that e-cigarettes still deliver highly addictive nicotine.
There's a battery here and a chamber where a solution with nicotine in it is heated, but it's not burned. So it's converted into vapor. The biggest concern right now is we don't know. These have only been around for a few years. There's very little in the way of scientific research.
Having gone unregulated, e-cigarettes have turned into a billion-dollar industry. Now the FDA and medical experts are working to develop strong standards, starting with a proposal to ban selling it to minors. With flavors like cinnamon toast crunch and banana nut bread. One of the biggest concerns is that they will attract minors who will then become addicted to nicotine.
Adolescents are using these in greater percentages. What we don't really know at this point is, are those teenagers who would otherwise be smoking cigarettes?
DeBush, an e-cigarette shop owner out on Madison's east side, prohibits minors from entering his store.
It can be a dangerous substance depending on how you use it and whether you abuse it or not. And I just don't think it's a good idea for children to be using something like that.
With all the unknowns of e-cigarettes, many in the business have compared the rising industry to the Wild West. Only time and more studies will prove if the electronic device is the best thing to happen to nicotine addicts or the worst. In Madison, I'm Keely Arthur for WISC TV News 3.
Now, in the past decade, almost all of the big tobacco companies have invested in e-cigarettes. The FDA says they will officially put regulations on products like the e-cigarettes in July once they hear more public opinion.